Welcome one and all. This will be the final video I put out before Borderlands 4 launches, and Borderlands 4 may even be out by the time some of you see it. I thought a fun send-off into Borderlands 4 launch would be the top 5 additions I'm most excited for. I've been wanting to do this one for a while since I made my top 5 concerns video a while back, so I thought I'd do the opposite and discuss the top 5 additions to Borderlands 4 I'm most excited about. This was a difficult list to make, honestly, because Borderlands 4 brings so many changes I'm excited about. It's so difficult to just choose 5. Let's also remember this is a very subjective video about excitement and not importance or anything like that, so what may not have made this list might be on yours, and something I have here could be something you don't care about. This list is in no order, it's just the top 5 things I'm excited about in no order, but anyways, let's get into my top 5 additions to Borderlands 4. We kick things off with Moxsy's Encore Machine / reroll missions. I'm combining the two. I am unbelievably hyped to have Moxssy's Encore Machine, and I think it's going to be a big reason why Borderlands 4 brings even more people into its community. Maybe I apply my situation too heavily to the broader Borderlands community. When it comes to me though, I definitely could see the potential where more of my friends participate in Borderlands endgame, since we can all farm together in the same game now. Not only that, but because of the openness of the map, we can farm completely different bosses in completely different locations with no problems. My hope is there are convenient fast travel machines for all the bosses, not only so it is easier to get there if you just want to get straight into the farm with no distractions, but also because in co-op, you can teleport straight to your partner. So let's say you're both farming in completely different sections of the map and one of you gets something that's useful to your friend. You can just teleport straight to your friend, pass it over, and then fast travel right back to where you were farming, and it's that quick and simple. I am very much so looking forward to endgame and co-op because of this one feature. Next up is the movement system, and I know it seems so fundamental and basic to be talking about, but honestly that's why it has to be talked about. The movement system in Borderlands 4, from what we've already seen, is absolutely game-changing. I'm going to harp on the Inceptus boss fight as I have been since we got our first look at that. I highly recommend, if you haven't seen it yet, to check out Moxsy's gameplay, by the way, link in the description. The Inceptus boss fight is everything I hoped for from the Borderlands 4 movement system. I've talked about this boss fight a lot since I first saw it because it left that much of an impression on me. I was literally on the edge of my seat, bouncing up and down, yelling like in excitement at my monitor, alone in my room, just absolutely flabbergastedly excited at how well this boss fight uses the movement system. And that's what I want so desperately. I hope this fight wasn't a vertical slice deal where it's the only one that takes advantage of the movement like that. I don't really think that's the case anyways, and I am super excited to see what other crazy boss fights they give us to take full advantage of the Borderlands 4 movement system. I have said time and time again, I think the Guardian takedown would 100% thrive with the Borderlands 4 movement. I know the Guardian takedown wasn't everybody's favorite in Borderlands 3, but if you play it again and just think about how Borderlands 4 movement is with the ability to double jump, glide, dash, and grapple around, it would make a world of difference between the Guardian takedown being okay to great in my opinion. My point being, the movement system should and I think will be a huge difference maker for boss fights and just for the allowance on Gearbox end to get more creative with the combat in general. Next up, we have DLC Vault Hunters. I think this is an obvious one that really needs no explanation, but this is meant to be a fun video, so of course I'm gonna flap my gums in pure excitement. If I'm being honest, I still can't believe we are getting DLC Vault Hunters and that they confirmed it as early as they did. Now, in one of my videos from like a year ago, I put at the end a voting essentially, which many contributed to in the comments. I asked which did you prefer, 4th skill tree, or DLC Vault Hunter. DLC Vault Hunter won that voting for sure, and then a lot of people said, why not both? Now I wonder if maybe sometime way down the line, we will get both. It's funny because I said back then I was fine with either one, but I think I'm way more excited to find out we are getting DLC Vault Hunters. I mean, just the silhouette of the first one looks so cool. I definitely think this will be our Marksman Sniper class Vault Hunter, and I think I've seen others say this, but it's funny because you can see it in my PAX West stream. My immediate gut feeling is that it looks like someone from Gehenna. Not like a specific person from Gehenna, but it just like the outfit and stuff, like the silhouette of it just looks like a Gehenna person. The hat with the ratty outfit with tufts of fur or something coming off of it. It definitely reminds me of the kind of outfit you'd see on Gehenna. For those that may not know, Gehenna is the place you go to in Borderlands 3's DLC 3, The Bounty of Blood. Last time we got DLC playable characters was Borderlands the pre-sequel, and back then, they only had one action skill. Now in Borderlands 4 we have 3 action skills per character, so knowing that just makes it all the more exciting to see what Gearbox comes up with for our DLC Vault Hunters. I can't wait to see more on the DLC Vault Hunters when that time comes, which will be Q1 2026. Speaking of things coming in Q1 2026 though, by the time we have our DLC Vault Hunter, our first one, we will have Pearlescence. Now I know Pearlescence have been in Borderlands before, that being with Borderlands 2, but this time around feels so special and so right. Now, in a matter of hours from this video dropping, I could eat these words, but I think most of us believe, as we have had word from the few that have laid their hands on this game, that they got rarity right this time. Watching reviews, a lot of people have been preaching that blues and purples feel really good this time around. Now if things are proper, then that makes it so you don't need a legendary to feel strong in a playthrough. Not at endgame, but in a playthrough. But when you get one, you should feel a serious level up in your arsenal. Legendaries, we all agree, need to feel like, when I get one, it's super exciting because it's not very often, and this will make me better in some way. Why I love the idea of Pearlescence is because it's like chasing after a dream. Randy said at PAX West that they will be less than 1%, and I really hope that stays true. I want pearls to be absolutely 100% definitive when you get one. No other rolls or anything. The pearl you get is the pearl. Whether it be a shield, gun, ordnance, or any other piece of gear. I want it to be 100% god roll, and for people to question if it's even really in the game when they farm for it. Pearlescence will be a great farm to keep the hardcore audience entertained. It will be the dream to chase after, and I better be able to have a 0.1% chance to fish for a dedicated pearl in the river. Moving on to our last but not least, rep kits. If you're new here, you may be wondering what a rep kit is. This is a new piece of gear Borderlands 4 is introducing for the first time. A rep kit is a syringe healing device that you get to add to your arsenal, and I think it will make a massive difference in build diversity. Something I don't think a lot of people realize is how fundamentally this changes things. We in Borderlands have had pretty much 2 ways of healing ourselves in every game. Picking up health vials, which is realistically, it's not that viable at all, and then speccing into skills that help with getting health back. The rep kit is definitely an upgrade to secret option number 3 of how we used to heal ourselves in Borderlands 1. In Borderlands 1, we could buy and carry around meds in our inventory to take when we needed them in the middle of combat. Now in Borderlands 1, you had to open your inventory, go in, take one, and you could only take them one at a time. If it was in the middle of healing you, you weren't able to take another one. Now in Borderlands 4, we have this syringe, which we just press a button to use. It has X amount of charges and a cooldown. Rep kits are a piece of gear you can loot just like anything, with different rarities and all kinds of different effects. Rep kits can give overshield for a short duration, or buffs to damage, and all kinds of other buffs. I am really excited to see how well rep kits evolve the gameplay and combat of Borderlands. With that, guys, that is my top 5 additions to Borderlands 4 I am most excited about. I'd love to hear what you guys are most excited about for Borderlands 4 as we head into launch, or maybe, again, some of you might be seeing this and the game is already out in certain parts of the world. I'd also like to just take a moment and, I don't know, this might seem like to some I'm like kind of blowing up something that's really not anything to them, but to me it feels like something to be going into the launch of Borderlands 4, not just because I'm excited for the game, but because this is really where my channel started to grow. I started covering Borderlands 4 about a year ago, which is absolutely crazy to think that I've been talking about it for a year, and within the last 4 or so months, my channel really started to have major growth. I was probably in like the 400 subscriber range when I started, and I'm over 1,200 now. And that is just absolutely insane to think about, and I have all of you guys to thank for that. The road to Borderlands 4's launch has brought me so many milestones. It's absolutely crazy. I've had so many roads to launches of games where I'm super excited for the game like I am for this, but I've never had a road to a launch like this one. And it's something I'm going to hold on to for the rest of my life, probably, to be completely honest. I'm not trying to be like over dramatic or anything like that, but it's just like I experienced so many new feelings going up to the launch of Borderlands 4 of seeing my channel grow, seeing people consistently show up for videos and kind of get almost a dedicated community on my channel that follows and watches my videos. And just like I've gained so many subscribers, so much. I'm like getting choked up and like losing my thoughts as I speak. I mean, even people I watched daily, like K6, discovered my channel organically. It just got recommended to him, and that moment, I never will forget that moment. It was just so cool to me to have a content creator that is so big and popular and in the Borderlands community, and someone I watched regularly notice and see my channel. I remember when I first started streaming, it was only like my second or third time streaming on this channel that Graham Timmons, the creative director, showed up in my stream. That stuff just will always stick with me. The amount of conversation and comments and support this channel has had will always stick with me. I genuinely can't thank you all enough. And I just hope that everybody has an absolutely fantastic time enjoying the launch of Borderlands 4, playing the game. Let's all experience it together and just have awesome conversations moving forward. This is definitely not the end of my channel, as much as I'm making it sound like I'm like almost like I'm done here. Like I'm not. I'm going to be covering Borderlands 4 way past launch and everything, and you know, making whatever videos. I don't know. I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants here, but I cannot wait to just experience the launch together and discuss everything we've experienced and share our stories here. You guys made all of this possible, and I am so thankful. So just thank you all again. If you want to join the community server, I got a community server going, which is thanks to my other admin you'll see when you get in the server. He basically set up the entire thing while I worked away on videos and things. He just plugged away and set it all up for me for basically nothing, and I can't thank him enough either. He's been a super help to the channel. And yeah, so thank you, everybody. I don't want to keep going on about this and get all, you know, whatever, but I appreciate y'all. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all after Borderlands 4 comes out. Let's fucking go. I'm so hyped. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.